Welcome to On the Play. My name is Wes. I'm going to be opening a mystery booster pack, and I'm really excited about this. I haven't opened one of these yet, so let's get into this and see what we got. How you guys feeling about Core Set 21? I like that one so far. There's some really good cards in there. I'm a Commander player myself. I do like Standard, but Commander is it's just one of my loves. So I'm going to be really excited about this set. I know that there's a lot of cards in here that will fit my Commander decks. So let's see what we got here. You got Palace Sentinel, Searing Light, Augur of Bolas. I think this is a reprint. Might have came out of War of the Spark, probably. Purple Crystal Crab, Gurmag Angler, something I'm not going to try. Smash the Smithereens, Kiln Fiend. You know, I loved playing with this card when he was in Standard. I think it was Ravnica, maybe. Casting that sorcery and getting the +3 into his attack power was just really fun. Stalking Tiger, Wolfund Bond, bunch of nothing. Alright, so you got a Sandstone Oracle, a Brimstone Mage. These are interesting cards. They have the level up. You basically pay a little bit of mana and the card gets stronger and stronger as you pay into it. All Is Dust is the rare here. All Is Dust is a great card for Commander. It fits into pretty much any Commander deck. The 7 mana cost card doesn't hurt you at all, and each player sacrifices all colored permanents he or she controls. So it's basically a board reset, except for the mana rocks that everybody has out. And we got a foiled Council Guardian, so that's pretty cool. I like that one. Let's stack these up like that. Alright, pack number 2. What do we got here? Merge, Unscathed, Loxodon, Partisan, Sealock, Monster. Uh-oh. Looks like they got the commons mixed in with a few, or with the uncommons. So I may miss some cards, guys. If I miss them, let me know in the comments. If you've seen a card that you really liked and I didn't highlight it, let me know. We'll post something about it. Anticipate, good card. Slave Driver, Mind Rack, Aerostorm, Elves of Deep Shadow, Urban Evolution. Urban Evolution is a really good one. I actually bought like 4 of these to build a deck just for, giggles and shits. Or what's the term? Whatever. It's a fun card to play with. You get to draw 3 cards and play an additional land. Mirror Reviver, Bone Splitter, Coat of Arms. Ooh, Coat of Arms is a great card. Really strong for cards like Sliver decks. Basically buffs the tribal decks. Now you gotta be careful with this one because it can buff other creatures that your opponents control, because it's each creature on the battlefield, not just creatures that you control. But it is a really good card. And a foiled Teferi's Puzzle Box. Look at that. Check that out. Foil. I like the art on that one too. Very cool. Alright. And it looks like, again, I mixed this commons up, but that's alright. Yeah, commons. Oh, that's an uncommon. Chart a Course. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you attack the creature this turn. That's a pretty easy one. Common. Dragon's Breath. I actually ran this one in my Commander deck, my Dragon Commander deck, really because of the last effect here. Basically, when you create, or when you cast something that costs 6 or greater, you can return this from your graveyard. So for Commander, it's really great because your spells are expensive and you're just, getting that extra value. It comes back out of the graveyard, attaches to the creature, and gives it fire breathing. Great card for any Dragon Commander deck. Again, I think this box is going to be great for Commandering. Mercurial Geists, Universal Automaton, Rith the Awakener. There's your Commander Dragon if you want to play in red, green, and white. Great card. And a 2-headed Giant. So there's the rare. It's Bramblewood Paragon for a foil. 2 rares in that one. Interesting. Alright, on to the next one. Start skipping through these commons and probably most of the uncommons, so I apologize if I missed something that you were interested in. Sorry to be condescending to you. but I just don't. I haven't opened any of these packs. I'm really excited about this. Silver and Scrying. Search your library for a land card, reel it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library. Not too bad. Alchemist Vial. I have a place in my heart for this card. Black Knight. Oh, first strike and protection from white. Check them out. There's Nell. There's the rare. Not too bad. And a foiled Drogskull Captain. I hate Azori. But to just be honest, I don't like Azori players. If you play Azori, I probably hate you before you draw your opening hand. Alright, commons. Smithing Helix with a flashback cost. Again, more of those commander cards. Spawning Spider. Ooh, oh, this is really good. Create a 1/2 green spider creature token for each creature in your graveyard. So that works really good against the mill effects. And it has a flashback cost, so it can be played from the graveyard. You know, so if somebody mills you, you pay 7, you make a whole bunch of spiders, and then you swing in. Sunset Pyramid. Bow of Nyla. There's the rare. And an Adorned Pouncer, another rare. So maybe this is 2 rares. We get a foiled Amulet of Vigor. Pretty cool. I'm digging that foilness. I like it. Let's move on. So M21's pretty exciting so far. I haven't played a whole lot. I'm looking forward to a few games. Probably right after this, we're gonna play a couple. I'm hoping. Inboard Charge, Memory Lapse. Bunch of uncommons or commons. This guy can't block. He's probably pretty good somehow in some deck somewhere. Ooh, look, double Origins. Origins was such a good set. Alloy Mirror, Shrouded Lure, Cursor of Crufix. A Funeral Charm, a foiled Funeral Charm. That's pretty. I like it. All right, moving on. Good lord. These uncommons and commons being mixed in is really frustrating. What is this? This is an old one. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control a blue or black permanent, target creature gets +1/+1 to you control a blue permanent. Lots and lots of words. I hate those. I hate that. Lots of words. Stunt double. I like stunts and doubles. And a Reaper King, a foiled Reaper King. Check him out. If you like scarecrows, this is the commander guy for you. Scarecrows. I thought about doing that at one point in time, and then I was like, you know, this guy is the commander for that deck, and I don't want to buy him. But you can pull him out of this set. Alright, a bunch of commons. Uncommon there. An Eldrazi Devastator. Oh, pretty cool. Spawning Grounds. Enchant Land. Enchant Land has tap. Create a 5/5 green beast creature token with trample. Ooh, very cool. Tap your land, make a 5/5. That sounds pretty good. Some pretty good value. And look at that. A foiled Nemo Skull at the Water's Edge. Pay blue, untap target legendary permanent. I like it. I have a deck that could get win, as a matter of fact. God's Willing. Everybody knows this one. Most of you hate it. I wouldn't blame you if you hated it. Alright, Whelming Wave. And a Lightning Storm. A foiled Lightning Storm. Junk. No, I don't know. I really don't know what the value of these cards is. I haven't opened them. I'm excited. But I don't know what they are. Titanic Growth. You guys ever seen this? Huh? It's like the worst card ever. Unless you're playing in green. Savage Twister. Got this in a couple of my decks. Tormod's Crypt. Great one. This is in standard right now, actually. Can play this in standard. Oracle of Nectar's Trading Post. Ooh, Trading Post is actually a really interesting one for Commander. It's a pay 1, tap, discard a card, you gain 4 life. Not too bad if you need life. Pay tap, pay a life, create a goat creature token if you need a jump blocker. Pay 1, tap, sacrifice creature, return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand if you're an artifact smuggler. And pay 1, tap, sacrifice an artifact, draw a card if you need card draw from the artifact. Not too bad. And a foiled Sakura Tribe Scout. You may put a land card from your hand into play if you tap him. 1/1. Pretty cool. A little old school ramp in a foil version. Not too bad. Alright, let's get going. More commons. A few uncommons that I'm missing. Sorcerer's Broom. This is Throne of Eldraine. I'm surprised to see it reprinted so soon, but, you know, I'm sure it's got its place. Hurricane deals X damage to each creature with flying and each player. Ooh, fancy. A Desolation Twin. That's the Eldrazi there. 10/10. Pretty beefy. I like him. A foiled Mythic Maelstrom Nexus. So the 5 pips. And the first spell you play each turn has Cascade. Pretty awesome. I like that one. I don't know that I'll build a 5-colored deck yet, but I'm sure there are some of you out there that like the 5-colored decks, and that's probably right up your alley, so that's in this set. You might pull that one. Mardu Rough Rider. Let's see, what do we got here? This is a Tomb of the Reveler. Tap. Target player draws X cards, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Interesting. It's a legendary creature. I guess it can't be your commander because of the... not legendary in the casting cost, but legendary after the fact. So, maybe. Alright, Misdirection is another rare. Exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay Misdirection's mana cost. And another rare foil, Patron of the Moon. Merfolk Offering. I have nothing to do with Merfolks. Get away with me, or get away from me with your Merfolk. I won't have it. Alright, more uncommons. Another Meteorite. This is another, this was Origins. I remember when this was first printed, it was really fun to play with. There was a creature that could bounce it every turn, and it just made it really fun to get that 2 damage plus the additional mana. But it's in Standard right now, so if you want to play M21, you could possibly get a Meteorite. And a Sanctuary. Vigor. Vigor's a really good one. It's a rare from the Battle Bond set, so that'll look really good. And another foiled Reaper King. Surprising to see 2 of them. Wizards might have miffed me on this box. Alright. Diminish. Something. Nonsense. Commons. A uncommon land. An uncommon commander land, so you gain a life, but it enters the battlefield tap. These are really common cards. Nothing special. Defense of the Heart, a rare, an old school enchantment, probably very good. And a Crow and Horse. This one's really fun to play. Actually, you just play it, and basically all the opponents. Well, you play it and you give it to somebody, and then all the opponents of that player will get a 1/1 creature. And since it has 0/4. Because its power and toughness, it can only block 1, so it's like value over time kind of thing, and the opponent has to sacrifice it or destroy it with their own removal to get rid of those extra 1/1s that are coming into play. Pretty interesting card to play with. And I got a foiled Mirrodin's Core. So it's basically just a bank. You can bank some extra mana, bank some excess mana into it. Healer's Hawk, a bunch more commons and uncommons. They're all mixed up. I know you guys are probably hating me right now. Shipwreck Singer. I like Dimir. Tap target attacking creature opponent controls attacks this turn. If able, attacking creatures get -1 until the end of the turn. Interesting. So for 4 mana, you can basically goad your opponent into attacking and then making their creatures weaker. Gateway Plaza, who's never seen that? Urza's Rage with a kicker. Those are rare. And a Hornet Sting foil. Alright. Try to get through these here. Sure. Rough to open here. Common. Alright, Phyrexian. Ooh, anytime you see Phyrexian, it's probably bad. Snow artifact creature construct, cumulative upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Basically, that means you have to sacrifice a creature every turn. If you like sacrificing creatures, this is the card to turn to, probably, if you want to pay 3 mana. Sacrifice your creatures. Kolaghan's Command for the rare, a modal spell in Rakdos. That's very cool. And a Spike Feeder foil, another old school mythic, it looks like. Very cool, though. I like that one. I don't know if I'll use it, but I like it. I like it. It's got a ring to it. Alright. A bunch more cards that I probably will have to look back through again. A double card. Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice, 2 instants on the same card. These are kind of neat cards because you can actually... You basically get 2 spells for 1 card, so you kind of double up on the amount of spells that you have in hand with just 1 card. That's pretty cool. I kind of like those ones. Scarg of the Rage Pits. It's a Gruul card. Gruul land card. Riverboa. Atarian Mauler. A Changeling. Changelings are always cool because this basically fits into any tribal deck, essentially. Changeling means that it's every creature type. And a foil rare elf warrior thing. Pretty cool. Alright. A couple more booster packs to go through here. So, tell me guys, what do you think about the new kind of sets that they're coming out with now, like the Jumpstart, where you add your 2 different booster packs together and you make your deck, and then you kind of play against it. It's a little twist on a draft, really. You're just drafting out of the box. You're just getting a whole pack and making a deck. We did a Jumpstart one the other day. It was pretty fun. A Grixis Sadris Spectre. When he deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card and he has Unearth. Interesting. Mercer's Bauble. Kargan Dragonlord. Another one of those spells where you buff basically the creature's strength by paying into the mana. A perfect dragon deck for that guy. And Animor, Soul of the Elements, another mythic. Pretty cool. Archimist's Refuge. Foiled. Alright, let's keep going. Alright. Darksteel Mutation. Ooh, Darksteel Mutation. This is really interesting. You basically give an opponent's creature indestructible, but make it a 0/1. It loses all of its stuff. If you play in white, you probably should have this in your commander deck. I don't even know where I'm putting the rares now. Mythics. This is so confusing. Commons, Festering Newt. If you like that witch and her bubbling cauldron, you should play with this guy. Dual Shot, Stravager, Stuffs. Ooh. Yep. Approach of the Second Sun. This might have been Amonkhet. I'm not sure on the set for this one. I wasn't playing at that time. And a foiled Lightning Storm. I think I already pulled one of these. Wizards are really giving it to me on this case, doubling up on the foils here. That's alright. Expose Evil, Exclude. Okay, more. Dragon's Breath. I like it. Shame I have the older version in a foil, no less. I like that one. Sarkhan's Rage. Greater Gargan. Suspend 10. Ooh. That's a commander card if I ever seen one. If you're unfamiliar, Suspend basically means you put it into exile for red, and then it gets 10 turn counters on it. So every turn you remove a counter, and then when it comes back into play, whenever you take the last one off. So 10 turns, essentially. That's definitely a commander card. Deadly Tempest is another rare, and a rare foil. Take Vengeance, Oust, Dazzling Light Sleeps, Young Pyromancer, Hoplite, Cathodon, Bone Splitter, ooh, Drana Calastria Blood Chief, legendary creature, Vampire Shaman. If you like playing mono black, this could be your legendary creature. And I foiled Teferi's Puzzle Box. I think I already pulled one of these. I think it's the third repeat now of the foils. The Lightning Storm. What else was it? The Reaper King, I think. Yeah, there's the Lightning Storm. There's the Reaper King. And there's the Teferi Puzzle Box. So it looks like there's a little bit of a theme with the foils. Might be getting some repeats in those. I don't know what kind of values you're getting out of the foils for, you know, uncommons or what have you, but the rares are mostly what people are looking at. The rares and the mythics. Anyway, last couple of packs here. I'm just going to skip through these. We get a Meandering Tower Shell. This was a card that it was so neat and unique at the time that it was played in Standard, and it just begged for play, but nobody played it. Commander, for sure. Like, it's just going to be a nuisance to everybody. I would run it in a green Commander deck. Mono green probably, but that's just me. And a Panglacial Worm for the foil. Really piling up all this plastic over here. Ooh, Vampire Nighthawk. I have a special place in my heart for this guy too. Flying, Lifelink, and Death Touch. Oh, so beautiful. A bunch of stuffs. Nope. Another Black Knight. There's another repeat. That's an uncommon though. Tempt with Discovery. This is definitely a very cool card. I've heard of players, you know, pulling this Tempt Discovery off with, you know, their commander decks on turn 2 or turn 3, depending on the power level of your commander, and just, you know, being able to ramp so much faster than everybody else just because this is such a powerful ramp spell. And a Drugskull Captain foil. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we got, guys. I'm really kind of got my fingers crossed for a couple of good cards. I don't know if it's going to happen. And I probably already pulled some good ones that you guys are excited about, but I just, you know, flashed over them because I don't know which ones are good. Skull Clamp is one that I was looking for, actually, so I'm pretty happy about that card. It goes pretty much in any commander deck that you want to use it in. Just sacrifice creatures and get some extra draw out of. Boom Pile. Flip a coin. If you win a flip, destroy all non-land permanents. Ooh, a repeatable board thing. And a Goblin Bushwhacker with the kicker cost. Alright guys, that's this box. Doesn't look like I got any really great power pulls. If you're interested in really great power pulls, here's one that was pulled from a previous box. This is the Mana Crypt that a lot of folks are looking into. There's some of the older Planeswalkers. This is from one of the more recent sets in the last 4 or 5 years. Purphoros has been in some of the sets, and even things like Lotus Petal from some of the much older sets. I think this might have been Tempest. Just, you know, like I said, this whole box mystery booster thing is really just like a commander set. So if you enjoy Commander, I would recommend buying these. There's lots of cards in here that I can squeeze into many of my decks. This ridiculously large stack of commons and or uncommons, you know, this is like 2 decks by itself worth of cards probably, but I'm sure there's some uncommons in there that I would play with. I just have to look back through them, and I'm you know, as I said, I'm unfamiliar with the set, but these foils, if I've got any of these cards in any of my decks, and I may even build around, where did he go? I may even decide to go ahead and build around this Reaper King just because he's pretty, and I'd thought about doing it before. Anyway guys, thanks for watching On The Play. I hope this helped you out with your decision whether or not you wanted to buy one of these mystery booster boxes. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe, and it would really help the channel out if you hit the little bell button so that you get a notification whenever we release new content. And don't forget, we give away stuff on this channel. So Watch some of our videos. You'll be surprised. Alright, guys.